All right. So I tried to transfer the domain. It's on Route 53. I tried to transfer to another AWS account. It says to me, invalid request, problems, the domain is not transferable at this time. So, whatever. I think we can get by even if the domain is still in that other account. It should be in the same account, but I think we can get by. Let me check my sound again. I think the music should be okay now. Yeah, that seems alright. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. Minus 20. Okay, cool. And it is using the stream elements. Oh gosh. Sorry, my bad, my bad. Okay, it is using the stream elements media list now, so we can put in a song request. Here, let me choose a song request. Let me choose one here. How about just a quick demo? So I'm gonna put Bang SR, the apex of the world. So you can put it in like that, if you can see that. And so it adds a track from Fire Emblem OST, I guess. All right, so that's fine. Let's look here at where we were. All right, so we were going through this. Here, let me star this. So we were supposed to be at this point, basically. So, wait a minute. I don't know what that was. No, go away. Okay. So, yeah, so we want to have the domain name to use, basically. And I've got that, but it is in the other AWS account. So, tried to transfer it, but it said it couldn't be transferred. I don't really know why, but it's whatever. We can live with it, probably. So all we got to do is we got to go back into our account. Let's see. Okay, so here we are. Oregon, nice. So here's this. Get started. So let's see. We don't want to register or transfer. I tried it, but it was no good. Pretty sure we want to do, let's see. Is it resolvers? No, actually, no. I think if it's in the other account, we have to do it in the other account. So let's go to the cloud front. Okay, so when we choose this and we choose this here, what does it say? So it doesn't really want to load, right? So we have S3 static website. That sounds correct. Redirect HTTP to HTTPS. Huh, really? Okay, so what happens if we choose this domain? Okay, so we're still not secure. So now we need to, basically we need to set up the domain. So I guess what I can see now is that I'm gonna have to do it on the other account. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the, so hold on. It's IP-based routing, traffic policy records, resolver, inbound endpoints. Well, all right, let's look at what we're doing. Because we have the S3 bucket that we need to use, which is... To be honest, I don't think this is working correctly either. Is it? So when it says add domain, is that going to go to Route 53, or what is it going to go to? Is this where I needed to be? Okay, so we'll go ahead and create the certificate now. And we'll see if this is right. Certificate manager will request. We'll say it's like this. If you are authorized to modify the DNS configuration, I actually don't know how that's going to work, but I'll try that way first. Okay, so this is fine. Let's see what it says now. Successfully requested. Okay, so pending validation. I guess it's fine. Oh. Failed. So what are we supposed to do now? Allow, I guess. It said, oh gosh. All right, so we'll do it for the actual domain name instead. So I have it here as, okay, so registered domains. Okay, so here it is. aquavantage.com. Okay. So we'll try that. Okay. Request. So it's saying pending validation. But I actually have to do something in order to validate it, don't I? Is it telling me what I need to do? Okay, so we're going to try to validate this. Can we read that? Oh, not very well. So it says, before the Amazon Certificate Authority can issue a certificate for your site, must prove that you own or control all of the domain names. All right, so let's see what it tells us we need to do now. Validating domain ownership. it's a bit of a nuisance. So I can say what happened is I tried several times to register the domain in this AWS account, but it wouldn't let me. I should have opened maybe a support ticket, I guess. So I went back to the other AWS account where I already had a domain registered, and I registered it over there. So if I go ahead and do the certificate in the other AWS account, I guess it'll be more straightforward. But the problem is it's all going to need to be transferred over somehow to be all in the same AWS account. So I'm going to go request a certificate. So if I hit request now, let's see what it says. Pending validation. Further action is needed. And what is the further action? Let's see. Create records. Create records. Okay, so it's successfully created. So it's more straightforward over here, but it's a big problem. Like, I should have opened a support ticket or something. Like, right? Like, it never said why it wasn't able to register the domain in this other AWS account. So that's a little funny. So really what I needed to do, and what I'm still going to need to do, is open a support ticket, because they all have to be in the same AWS account in the end. All right, so it still says pending validation. And then the other thing we want to do is... All right, hold on. We need to set the domain name to point to the S3 thing. Okay, so I'm going to go to the domain. Actions. No. I don't recall where it is. I think it's the resolver, right? Creating records. Hosted zones. And then we want to choose the one that we need. And then, let's see. Are we going to edit? Oh no, we're going to create record. Oh, wait a minute. Hosted zones, choose the name, and then choose create record. Okay, where is create record? Create record, okay, got it. And then we are going to, we're not going to use a subdomain. We are just going to put in the IP address. Okay, great. Okay, so let's return to S3. Okay, so here's the one. And we are using properties. Yeah, we're using this. So we're using this bucket website endpoint. And then in CloudFront, I think we want an IP address, pretty sure. Then we have this. So do we have an IP address? Is this going to be expensive? Gosh. Where's the IP address? Where's the IP address? Damn it. What is the charge for this? It just says, okay, so to review the monthly cost of any cast static IP, see pricing. Okay. Sorry, I'm just gonna try to find it. Data transfer. Price class. Discounted. Static website. So the region is Oregon. The service is CloudFront. Okay, well, let's just Where is the price? Where is the price? Oh my goodness gracious, where is the price? Okay, let's look it up online. Okay, so this is... Here's what it is. CloudFront. Please tell me. Okay, this is so stupid. So I don't think we want this. It looks like it's really expensive, probably. Like, there's no way we want to pay that much. No way, no way, no way. Okay, so the issue that I think I have here is that I wasn't able to create the domain in this AWS account. So that's I think an issue that is not good for me. I don't know. And this doesn't do anything. I think I've messed up bad. Okay. So, in order to add the A record, is there another type of record we could possibly use? In order to use the A record, I think we need an IP address, but we don't have one, right? Yeah, I already registered the domain name. Okay, create certificate. Oh man, I'm worried. Waiting to validate. You must update domain records. Okay. So record type CNAME. And I just add this in. Ugh, it's long. All right. 20D88E 521103 F2 FC EF63D21 FB3 CC744. So that's the name. Okay. And then for the value, we will put 2ED196 C95 B0 C4 AB52 CA83807 A8766C1D dot XLFGRM BVLJ ACM validations. Create record. Okay, so I tried creating a CNAME like that. It might not quite be right still. Let's take a look. Oh wait, there it goes. So I guess we can go next. Gosh, this is for the birds. I should have opened a support ticket ages ago when I first wanted to register this domain name, but I didn't know what to say. Like, it didn't say why it wouldn't. It just said there was some problem registering your domain name. I was like, oh, I guess I need to open a support ticket. But I was like, what am I going to say? It just says there was some problem registering my domain name. All right, so let's see here. I guess this is fine. So I guess I'll add and let's see what it says. Distribution updated successfully. Okay, sure. Okay, so of course there's nothing there. This says deploying, so maybe if it's deploying, maybe that will help. Once it's deployed, I mean, I don't know. Updated successfully deploying. Yeah, I'm not sure what this is going to do. Okay, so I have alternate domain name, supposedly. Because I put in a CNAME, and I guess a CNAME should do the job, maybe? Because a CNAME routes traffic to another domain name and to some AWS resources, right? I don't know. And I'm pretty sure there's not anything there. But maybe once it's finished deploying, maybe it's different. I'm actually not quite sure what to expect. Let's look up something while it's doing this. CloudFront alternate domain names. CloudFront alternate domain names. Okay. So we added a CNAME record on my other AWS account, so maybe it'll help. So it said created a domain name for your CloudFront distribution. Okay. But I think something still isn't quite right. Alternate domain names must be lowercase. Okay, let's see. Okay. So we did create an S3 bucket. You can use any combination of S3 buckets and HTTP servers. So upload your content, okay. Create your CloudFront distribution. Okay, so we did that. We might need more information. Yeah, it may very well be that I just plain did it wrong, but now it does say modified, so now is this any different? I think it's probably still the same, right? Okay. And what about this one? So this one will try to load, but like what is it actually trying to load? Not too sure. So let's see if there's some more information. Create a distribution. So it says you can access your content. So what happens when we try to access the content? Like there's an index HTML in the bucket, right? Well, shoot. Okay, so it says origins S3 static website. Okay. So I mean that seems right. I mean certainly when we open this thing from S3, if we go here and we go to static website hosting and we choose this. Nope. If we choose this, okay, I have way too many tabs now. So then there's it's just a simple tiny page. So I think we probably need the resource name instead. So let's return to CloudFront. So I'm kind of guessing that the origin should probably be actually this. Oh, choose an AWS origin. Uh-huh. Okay, well, so that's what we did. Okay, so we have this S3 static website origin. Okay, good. So then when we create the distribution, let's see. Okay, we create the distribution. I thought... Okay, develop. Yeah, that's what I thought. Right? Like it seemed to me that it could have been or should have been somehow straightforward, but it won't load anything, right? So if I were to create another CNAME here, okay, so view existing records. So I created this CNAME that I was supposed to have for the certificate, a couple of them. But I think the CNAME here is, I guess, really just supposed to be the website that we can use here, right? So, I mean, that part is technically quite straightforward. aquavantage.s3 website, US West 2, Amazon AWS com, right? And create. Oh, error occurred. RR set of type CNAME with DNS name aquavantage.com is not permitted at Apex in zone aquavantage.com. Okay, let's see. So what is that about? A CNAME record is not allowed to coexist with any other data. Okay, so I have a record that's messing me up. I have NS and I have SOA. So do I have to get rid of the NS record? Yeah, okay. I think I have to get rid of the NS record. Probably. Let's see. So if we get rid of the NS record, where's delete? Okay, hosted zones, NS, delete record. Oh, you can't delete the SOA record or the NS record. Okay, okay. Um, let's see. That's not going to work very well. So far, so not very good. I haven't been at it that long yet. All right, let me come back in 2 minutes after I think a little bit. Okay, my bad. Here I am again. So, I guess I'm likely to be stuck here for a while, right? So, bucket website endpoint copied. All right, so if we do this, it's going to take care of some kind of issue, probably, but probably create many more issues. Let's just see. Let's just see what it says. I said create. Did it go? No, nothing happened. Wait, what's wrong? Okay, so let's see. Yeah, presumably it's not configured correctly. I don't think it's configured correctly. If it is, then something crazy is going on. So of course we don't think it's configured correctly. The question is starting to get it to be configured correctly, right? So we want to select this one, I guess. Okay. So far, so good. It seems like, I guess that's right. Oh, can we do it like that? Okay, here, let's try. Let's create the A record. So, A record. And it's just gonna say DQWMAA QNLO2BF CloudFront Net. Right? Okay, sure. Create record. It says, oh, no. Not a valid IP address. Well, of course not. Of course it's not an IP address. Do we set it as alias instead? Let's look at a little hint here. It says using a C name, but this says use an A record, right? Alias to CloudFront distribution. Choose distribution. Okay. DQWMAA QNLO2BF CloudFront Net. Shoot. Alias. Oh my gosh. So, no, it's not alias. Simple routing? No. Okay, so yeah, that's fine. So yeah, it seems to me that some of this would probably work better if my domain name were in the same AWS account. So let's go again. Route 53, domains, Aquavantage, transfer to another AWS account, enter the ID, 2641 5629 3345, confirm, invalid request, problems, the domain is not transferable at this time. Yeah, yeah, really interesting. So let's just see what it says here if I try to register a domain right now. So if I try to register a domain, okay, so sure. So if we select this with the 2 dashes, I mean, whatever, I don't know. And I go... It's so stupid, right? Like, no, yeah, I already paid for the other one. I tried to do it in this account, but it just said there was some problem. But fine. Let's go for something completely different, I guess. Okay, so if I try to do it, and I put myself in here, okay, you can see it. Let me just do this over here. I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, is it going to actually let me register it this time? Because I feel like it's probably just gonna say the same thing. Well, actually, I really have no idea. Okay, so now I have to check the email. All right, nothing came up just yet. It says, okay, so you will receive a registration status email for each domain. Okay. I noticed that it didn't ask me for any payment information this time. Now, presumably, it could charge, in theory, to the like the billing information that I already have on file. But when I actually registered it on the other account, I thought it asked for my payment information specifically for the domain. Darn, no email. Very sad. Okay. So, yeah, no email. I'm gonna hit check status. It says in progress. Okay. This isn't exactly the most fun part. I'm sure it'll be like, I don't know, I'm sure it'll be fine or easier like when I know how to do it better, like if I drill a bunch of times. Yeah, nothing. All right, let's see. All right, I can show this again, I think. Okay, so we tried to register a domain, I guess. If we refresh here. It just says in progress, I guess. Or was it going to say? Yeah, in progress. So I'm supposed to look for that email. I thought that last time I tried it, I got an email pretty quickly saying that it wasn't, that there was some problem. Let's see. So what it says is, oh no, it doesn't say some problem. It says, we weren't able to register the domain name. This happened for the following reasons. We can't finish registering your domain. Contact AWS support. Right? So Yeah, I tried it like just a few different times. And then when I did it on the other account, then it succeeded. There was no issue. So as far as this one goes, yeah, I'm not getting an email. I thought that before it seemed like it came pretty quickly, I thought, but I don't know. Well, this is not fun at all. This is pointless, so I guess I'm gonna log off and come back later. Because I don't know.